Hello guys, welcome back. In this tutorial we will learn how to make a coaxial octacopter. We can also lift some weight with this octacopter. It uses DJI NAZA-M V2 for stable flight. As in previous tutorial we have learned how to make this quadcopter. I will provide a link for that video in description below. In this tutorial we will upgrade it to octacopter. So now let's start the disassembly process. First we will disassemble the GPS module. We will use the same tools for disassembly. Unscrew all the screws one by one. Make sure not to damage any part while disassembling. Now carefully remove all the propellers one by one. Now remove all the arms and disconnect the ESC cables. Be careful while disconnecting the cables, make sure not to damage them. We will use the same T motors 2312 1150 kV. They are really power efficient motors. And the ESC we will be using is 224S 40 amperes ESC. Now we will assemble the first arm. Unscrew all the 4 screws so the base plate can be separated. Now attach the motor to the base plate and carefully tighten all the 4 screws. If any screw seems to touch the motor winding, then replace it with a short one. But make sure not to damage the winding of the motors. Now place the base plate to the back side of the motor and retighten all the 4 screws. Disconnect the top motor wiring from the extension wiring. Repeat the same process for remaining 3 arms. Now we will remove all the screws one by one, so the top plate can be separated. Carefully remove all the wiring one by one. Remove the ESC from the base plate of the frame. Also remove the power module from the base plate of the frame. We will use this PDB power distribution board to power up all our 8 ESCs. Carefully stick it to the base plate. Now let's start the soldering process. Carefully solder all the ESC one by one to the power distribution board. Make sure that we have attached the red wire to the positive terminal and the black wire to the negative terminal of the PDB. It's okay, you can also make a pair of ESC and solder it to a single point. But for that, make sure you are using a high amps PDB. You can see it sticks really perfect. Now using the same process, soldered all the 8 ESC to the power distribution board. As you can see, all the 8 ESCs has been soldered. Now it's time to solder the power module. After the soldering process complete, stick the power module to the base plate. Now we will reassemble our frame. Place the top plate on top and apply the screws. Make sure you are passing all the screws from the arm holders. Now place the arm back to the frame. We will use this 90-degree angle to make sure the motors are perfectly straight. Now tight all the screws so the arms won't move. Now connect the motors with the ESCs. We will use a servo tester to test the direction of the motors. First we will check the direction of the top 4 motors. Connect the battery and check nothing gets hot. Check the motor, ESC and wiring. Now check the direction of the top 4 motors using this diagram. The blue color represents the top 4 motors and the red color represents the bottom 4 motors. The top 4 motors must spin in counterclockwise. If not, swipe the first and the last wire of the ESC. Now we will check the direction of the bottom 4 motors. The bottom 4 motors must spin in clockwise. If not, swipe the first and the last wire of the ESC. Secure all the ESCs to the arm using zip tie. Cut the extra part of the zip tie. Now it's time to reprogram our flight controller. For that, connect the USB cable to the LED module. Also connect the battery. We will use the same DJI NAZA-M V2 assistant software. Open the software and connect the USB cable to the laptop. Here you can see that the blue LED is constantly blinking. This means the software has successfully detected our flight controller. Let's go to basic settings. In basic settings, previously we have selected quadcopter, but now we will select Coaxial Octacopter. Select it and click OK. Now we will go to mounting section. As we have not changed the GPS direction, so we don't need to change the coordinate. The RC section will also be the same, just move the transmitter stick and check if it's moving or not. Yes, it's perfectly moving. The mode switch is also perfectly working. For more detailed programming, I highly recommend you to watch the previous tutorial. I will provide a link for that in description below. Motors will be recommended always, failsafe will go to home. No need to change here anything, just directly go to voltage section. As in previous tutorial, we have already measured it, so no need to do it again. Now we'll go to tools section. Here the basic calibration is already done. We'll do the advanced calibration. Just click on advanced calibration, click yes, mark all of them as yes. Now patiently wait for 5 to 10 minutes so the calibration can be completed. While the calibration, don't move your flight controller at all. After the calibration successful, just go to view section. Check your remote is perfectly working or not. After that, disconnect the USB and our octacopter is ready now. Now for top 4 motors, we need some counterclockwise propellers. So we will be using 10 inches counterclockwise propellers. Apply these propellers on the top 4 motors. Make sure to tighten the screw of the propellers, otherwise we will have a crash. For bottom 4 motors, we need some clockwise propellers. So we will use same 10 inches clockwise propellers. As you can see, the bottom 4 motors are inverted, but don't place the propeller inverted. Place the propeller same like this and tighten them with screw. Now attach the battery at the bottom. Now this is the final look of our Coaxial Octacopter. You can see it's really very beautiful. And now it's ready for test. You can see here it's really very stable. The DJI NAZA-M V2 really has very good stability. I hope you guys like this tutorial. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe and press the bell icon so that you can get the notification of our latest video. Till then, take care and see you soon.